Hey everybody, it's Regan Sample, real estate agent here in Longmont, and today I'm with Paige Roberts, the owner of Boundless Bodywork. And so thanks for being with us today. And I just want to ask you to tell us about your business, what made you start it, and what your clients love so much about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So my business is a bodywork and movement therapy focused business. So I work with people one-on-one, helping to relieve pain, move through areas of maybe mobility issues, and find a place of peace and comfort within their body and state of relaxation. I started my because I wanted to be more comprehensive in what I was offering people. So I've been doing body work for about 6 years. And when I moved into my private practice, I wanted to incorporate my yoga training, incorporate some of my corrective exercise trainings, and then allow people the opportunity to receive whatever modality they needed that day. So I do a lot of things, including cupping, barefoot ashiatsu, which is a really deep tissue technique,
Cool.
and then lomi, which is a Hawaiian style. So I find that I have the opportunity to kind of blend all of those things together to either meet somebody's needs for higher relaxation or for rehab or pain management. And I just love being able to bring that to the table and really be custom for whatever anyone is looking for in particular.
That's awesome. And especially today, so many people hold so much stress inside after the last year we've gone through and everything people have been going through, to have the ability to, like what you said, to have those multiple modalities for relaxation, letting stuff go, or even like rehabbing injuries, because people will just put up with it and nag and then it gets worse. Are there certain injuries or specialties or areas where you specialize?
Yeah, absolutely. So shoulder work actually is a big one for me with rehab focused work. I had a shoulder reconstruction about 10 years ago and just kind of worked through my own problems with that. And so all of the knowledge that I gained from doing that has really come to the table. And I get a lot of people just kind of haphazardly who are like, oh, I had this problem in my shoulder. And I'm like, great, let's get in there. Let's get it mobile. Let's get kind of those deep pain areas opened up, because it's a really complicated joint.
Yeah.
And I really love that I get to re-experience getting it opened up for myself. Because I mean, it's so hard when you're limited, physically, when you have a big issue that it affects everything you do. So that's something that is kind of in my world. And then any kind of low back, hip pain is also there. And then with the lomi thing, kind of more on the relaxation side, I think a lot of times I get a lot of clients who really just want something that's kind of luxurious or kind of like soothing. And that's
Sure.
what the is. So I really try to blend those two so that we're taking care of the pain issues, but we're also being really mindful of people's like emotional state around that issue, or just needing to get to a place of peace, really, while we work through those things.
That makes a lot of sense too, especially when you're talking about the shoulder, how that can affect so many things. How if you're not dealing with it, people move it to other areas. They compensate with their hips. Now they have a knee pain, or the mid back. Now they have an upper back pain, and people focus on the pain, and then they don't realize the other things just in life that, like you're saying, when you bring these other modalities together, they're able to have that next level of that relaxation, that stress, and it helps those other things that sometimes they don't even know that are there. And they're dealing with that too.
Absolutely. It sounds like you had a lot of body work.
But I think it's great for people that are out there trying to look for alternatives from medications, just treating things with, ibuprofen or higher, Tylenol, or even higher pain meds, that someone like you, with the experience you've had over the years and dealing with it yourself, that it's not just that you're trained, it's that you've been through it. You can relate to other people. Do you find that your clients, mention that, or that's something that differentiates with you?
Absolutely. But I think that that's what I love about it. I feel like that the way that massage makes sense in my head is from a very intuitive, like experiential understanding. And so when I say intuitive, I mean like subconscious learning over going through it myself. And so it's almost like this puzzle, and like I was saying, kind of like a web of understanding of what they're experiencing, that I just feel like all of a sudden I'm clicked in with them, and we're getting all those things understood and brought to the surface. And so that's actually my joy in doing my practice, is having that kind of an understanding. And I think that bleeds over into what they perceive. I still actually remember the first massage. I came from a very different world. I actually studied chemistry in undergrad, and then when I kind of was like, well, what do I really want to do? And massage just kind of clicked for me. So I actually remember the first massage that I got, which was when I was 18. And after that, I went into a totally different field. So I was not aware that I really wanted to do body work, but everything, I remember it because this woman kind of helped me understand what was happening in my body in a really experiential way. I was like, that whole, oh, wow, I didn't know that was there. Or, oh my God, that's so insightful. My hip is now opening up my shoulder. And it blew my mind. And so I always remembered it, even though I went to school, I studied, hard science and was very much in kind of a track mind at the time. And then when I came back to well, what do I really want to do? It was like, wow, maybe I should try that massage thing that really was so helpful for me. And that helped me, move through all these injuries and really realize a new state of being, I think, after having those things. So, yeah, I think it was just that kind of understanding just always stuck with me.
So it's funny how different what we think we're going to do and how our journey changes through life at the different experiences, like after you had your first massage and just kind of those moments, those eye openers and things that you didn't ever realize that you would want to find yourself doing. So how about people? So people are watching this, people have had pain, they're hearing about, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you to set up their first appointments?
Yeah, absolutely. So direct phone calls or text is the best way to communicate with me at this time. We're going to be launching an online booking system in the future in the next couple months, but until that is online, phone calls, and then I usually set up a consult. So we kind of chat about what the person is looking for and how I can accommodate that move forward.
See, and I think that's a great way to go for it, to be able to understand more what that is, and then you can come in and you bring the right therapy for what they're looking for. So phone calls, text, keep an eye out for the online booking system, and great way to alleviate pain, increase health, reduce your stress, and not be living and holding all that stuff in. So thanks again, Paige, for telling us about your business and what you can do for folks and your background. And everybody checking it out, give her a call, send her a text, and set up your consultation so you can start feeling better and being happier. So thanks again, Paige.
Thank you, Regan. Very much so. Thank you.
Got it. Thanks for watching, everybody.